What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I think I have played enough of Zenless Zone Zero. As you can see, I'm level 34, but I think I've played enough of Zenless Zone Zero to give you guys my honest critique and constructive criticism when it comes to this game. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the negatives, and then I'm going to talk about the positives because I want to end the video on a good note. First thing I'm going to talk about is, like, if you look at the game has, like, I don't know, it looks blurry for no reason. Like, it's just like, it's blurry just because, you know? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, when I logged into the game for the first time, I was like, wait, is my computer like bugging out? And no, it's the game. The game just has that like blur. I don't know. It's like a blur effect. I don't know. It's like you're walking in a foggy street, which you kind of are, but there's no reason why the color shouldn't be like popping out at you with how good some of these designs are. Okay. All right. My second gripe with the game is, like, why does the story require you to use stamina? It doesn't make any sense. Like, the main story requires you to use stamina. Look at this, 5 out of 14. I mean, you get to use like cool characters and whatever, and you do get currency. Like, these three things, each of these mean 15 of the summoning currency, which is called film. But besides the point, like Genshin Impact, I don't think it requires stamina for you to play the main story, or Honkai Star Rail doesn't require that either. So why does this require you to spend your energy, which you get only like 120 of? I think you have 180 a day, and if you're not done with the story, you're going to spend it all doing story missions. You know, you can't upgrade your characters, you can't do anything else. You're just going to play the story because that's all the energy you're going to have for it. You do get extra energy in the means of, there's 2 quests that both give you about 400 stamina each. No, 200, yeah, 200 stamina each. And then there's a coffee shop where you can get an extra 60 stamina every day. But in total, you have a 240 stamina that you can use a day, and that's it. And the story requires a lot of it, you know? So there's no reason why the story should consume stamina. It is what it is. Okay, another thing that kind of bothers me as well, and I'm going to just showcase it for you. I'm going to select 3 S rank characters. Actually, no, let's do this. Let's just do 2 S rank characters, and let's choose like a random A rank character, right? So I'm gonna choose these 3. These 2, Lycaon and Grace, are S rank characters, and then Big Ben is an A rank character. So we're gonna go into the training mode, and if I didn't tell you which rank was which character, you would not be able to tell that either 2 of these are S. Because look at this, Wait, let me stop. Like, she's just like another, like, you know, she just like fires off. There's some like spinny thingies. Her animation's just throwing stuff. Then you have him who's just like you know, just kicking. You know, it looks cool, but it's just like, it just kicks, you know, like there's nothing flashy to it. And then a 4-star, not a 4-star, an A rank, you know, like, you know, there's no difference. Like, S rank characters, for the most part, there's 2 S rank characters, which I only have 1 of them, but there's 2 of them. One of them is Ellen. Ellen is one of the only characters that actually feels like an S rank character, and it's because she has like her own, like, she has her own sprint, you know, like she feels strong, you know, like she feels strong, like she feels different, she feels like she has more depth to her kit, and rightfully so, because she is a S rank character. And I don't get that with the majority of the S rank characters. I've only seen 2 S rank characters that actually look like they are S rank characters. That is Ellen, and that is Rena, I think her name is. I don't have Rena, but she's the other new S rank character that came out, that she floats around, shoots like bang boos, and like she's an electric one that makes them rain. She's really, really cool. She looks really, really cool. But only her and Ellen are the only ones that look like S rank characters. The rest just look like A rank characters. So, and it shouldn't be the case, because you're spending your hard-earned currency on these characters and you want them to look like they are an S rank character. Another gripe that I have with the game is the UI. It doesn't feel intuitive. I can't tell what things do just by looking at it. Like, when I saw signal search, I was like, what is signal search? You know, like, what is it? And then I found out it's like the gacha. It doesn't even say anything. You just have to, like, if you have no idea, if you haven't played any gacha games ever, you have no clue what this is, you know? Like, it doesn't say like use search signals for get new characters and nothing like that. You just have to figure it out, or you just have knowledge of, you know, prior gacha knowledge to know this. Travel, like, you have like this. I was like, what the hell is this? This is actually a cool thing, but it took me a while to like actually know what it is. Like, You can just fast travel to wherever you want to go. But it just doesn't feel intuitive. I think graphically they could do a much better job. If you compare this to Honkai Star Rail, everything looks so crisp and so clean in Honkai Star Rail. And then this is a newer game coming out in 2024, and it looks like the menus look worse. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is. You know, that is what they're doing. Hopefully they put in some major work on this UI, because right now that it's not slapping. All right, moving on. The dreaded TVs, the hollows. Nobody likes to be in the hollows more than they enjoy the combat. So if you're playing Zenless Zone Zero, it's because you want to see your characters you worked on and you pulled in action, in combat, for the majority of the time that you're playing the game. But instead you get a bangbu, a blurry bangbu floating around in TVs, moving blocks on wheels and stopping trains and collecting coins. Like, that's all you do for the majority of the game. And then you get like 15 seconds of combat, 30 seconds of combat, and then that is it, you know? I wish they would implement some way that they would minimize the TV hollow thingies, and then they would maximize on the combat, make the combats way longer, because that's what people are playing this game for. They want to see their characters shine. They want to see their characters do big damage. So that was another really like detracting factor of this game for me. At times it felt extremely boring. It was like 40 minutes in one of those hollow TV screens trying to solve some puzzles, and it was just not fun for a lot of the time. You know, when the combat came, you got that spike in dopamine again because you're doing what you want to do. But for the majority of the time you're playing the game, you're going to be stuck in the TVs, at least in the story and then the side missions. Another thing that I found annoying in this game was the character progression itself. So let's take Billy, for example. He's level 20. If I want to get him to level 30, I have to grind 10 of these things. And you can either go on VR trials, which is pretty simple. I'll check, you know, if you haven't seen it, it's pretty simple. Or you can craft them. But the crafting, compared to other Hoyo games like Honkai Star Rail, it's not intuitive. Like right here, I see this. It looks almost exactly as this. So I don't know if I'm getting this or if I'm giving it away. I don't know if I'm getting this or giving it away. It's just not intuitive. In Honkai Star Rail, it's very clear that you're doing this for this. And here you have to kind of look into it and understand it's like, oh, you're just being lazy. Well, I guess maybe, but the majority of people don't want to sit there for a minute trying to like figure out if this is what it is. They just want to like get this material, boom, 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 and get it. You know, like they don't want to think about it. This is why I'm making a fuss out of it, because it's not intuitive, and it should be. Another thing was these materials for the skill level ups. These, you can only get them from one shop. It's called the 141 shop. And literally for the entirety of the beta, it was gated behind a quest that you were supposed to take a picture of the 3 little stooges or whatever, but nowhere anywhere it told you to take a picture of them. So until I was like messing around, I was like, wait, I can't upgrade my characters, this is getting annoying, and I started like doing random stuff. I finally figured out that you had to take a picture of them for them to like reopen the shop for some reason. So I spent, out of my 50 something hours playing the game, I spent about 30 of those not being able to upgrade my skills for my characters. So that's another thing, that missions should be like concise. Go and do this, go here and talk to this guy. You know, you shouldn't have to think too much into it, you know. While we're in this page, this design, I've already mentioned it before, this design looks bad. I don't know, they just need to figure something out. Genshin Impact looks really clean. This is the dupe system. If for you guys that don't know, the A, B, C, D, and E, and F, those are the dupe systems. It should look better. This is a game that's coming out in 2024, hopefully, and it looks really bad. It looks worse than Honkai Star Rail. It looks worse than Genshin Impact. And then for a game that has these amazing character designs like this guy, you know, like this should look better. Like your graphics design team, they should build a better dupe system page or whatever. Like have it in its own like section, like have it in its own section and make it look nice, you know. And then you can have this and this in one section. You know, that's just me throwing stuff out there, but make it look better. And finally, in this screen, they should have a bangbu screen. They're like, when you go on combat, you get to carry a bangbu, which is one of those like little minion looking things. And the only place you can go ahead and upgrade them is in this one place called the remodeling shop, which, let's just travel there. I don't even know what it's called. Like the only way where you can come and upgrade your bangbus is if you come over here. But this one, look at this, it's closed, ends up you taking a break. And it's because of the day-night cycle. That's another thing that's really, really annoying, Like you want to upgrade your bang bow, and it's because it's nighttime, you can't go in the shop. Let's say I want to get some gear. I want to go to the gear bardic needle. It's closed because it's nighttime. So you have to go back to the shop. This is what you have to do. You have to go back to the shop. Just in case you guys don't like know what you have to do. You either have to do a mission and waste stamina, or you have to come back over here, go to this couch and like sleep. And then it just takes extra time, and people don't want to waste their time doing this stupidness, like doing this nonsense, that you should just be able to click on a menu and upgrade your bang bow. You should be able to come here, agents, click a tab over here, bang bow, or somewhere over here, bang bow, and then upgrade your bang bow right there. Like you shouldn't have to go to some shop that may or may not be open. You know, it is what it is. And the last thing I have on my cons list is going to be that the combat could be cheesable. It's really cheesable with you know, like with any, like with this character you can cheese any fight. Because this character, you press dash twice, she just sprints out of like danger and then comes back and like one shots everything. So the combat in that aspect, it shouldn't be as cheesable. I think the dash shouldn't be unlimited how it is. I think it should have a higher cooldown or like a stamina bar of its own, because it's too easy with unlimited dash, you know? So you have to be, they have to make it like where you have to actually time your dashes and like not just spam it and like not get hit ever. You know, it adds a layer of difficulty that I think will be really appreciated. Okay, now onto the good parts, because there are tons of good things that this game has. I have thoroughly enjoyed the entirety of the time that I've been playing, except for the TV stuff, but everything else has been really nice. The main thing that I really enjoy about this game is the combat. It's just fun. Like, you know, it's fun to see that the characters that you're working with just do some craziness, you know. Oh, no, missed it. But it's fun, you know, like the game is fun. And the thing I like the most about it is that the game itself has a really high skill ceiling, but it's like not very hard for you to figure it out. Like what I'm saying is, if you have a low skill, you're still going to have fun. And there's still a lot of fun to be had for people that have high skill and that want to get better, you know. It has a high skill ceiling and a low skill floor as well. So it's a good game combat wise. I really enjoy it. Speaking of things that I enjoy, the next thing is going to be character designs. Wait, these characters look pretty sick. Like the 99% of the characters look really nice. The only character that I have like a gripe with is Grace. And I just don't think she looks like anything special. Like she doesn't look great, you know. She looks like a regular A rank, and you know she could be an NPC for all I care, and it wouldn't, you know. She just doesn't look amazing. But everybody else, they have their own like personality. Like Ambi looks really nice. Obviously Nicole, everybody loves Nicole. Corin looks really cool. This guy's probably one of my favorites. Let me check this. Ben, yo, Ben is crazy. I have a video coming out on Ben, because I got him maxed out too. I got him maxed out. So yeah, Ben's coming. Oh, this is a glitch. This is glitched out right here. Yeah, the characters look insane. Like even these characters that I don't know. Anton is one of my favorites too. The only one I haven't seen in game in my own game is Rena, because I didn't pull her. But everybody else, every character looks really good, and it gets me excited to like imagine what kind of characters they're gonna come up with. They're gonna like spike like that feel that I have to have that character because it looks really cool. Another thing, the music in this game, impeccable. Has the best music I've ever heard in a game. It's probably the only game in the history of my 30 years playing games that I don't turn off the music. I turn off the music on every single game. Every single game I turn off the music because I don't like that music. But in this game, it's been on the entire time. I don't plan on taking it off because the music like gets you in the mood of what you're about to do. Like whenever you get into a fight and then that music comes like dun 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 dun, dun, that you're just like, oh yeah, let's get fired up and let's just fuck shit up, you know? That's what fires me up before like a fight, because the music just drops right before. So it's kind of cool. It has really good music. Animations, like fighting animations, look really nice. Even though I think some of the animations for S rank characters, for example, and A rank characters as well, like some animations just repeat themselves. So for example, Leikeon has a skill that he just like does like a little flip and kicks. Like all of Leikeon's skills look the same. Like the basic looks the same as his skill, and then the only thing that looks different is the ultimate, and then the ultimate looks the same thing as his assist attack. So they just repeat themselves, and I don't like that. But the animations themselves individually, they look really, really nice. And I just can't wait to see what they come up with, because obviously they have some really good people designing these animations. Another thing that has me excited about this game is the end game potential that this game has. It has such good end game potential. It can have extremely difficult, intricate, mechanically difficult fights that you're gonna have to plan out and like and execute. Not just plan it out and like just press some button and the characters do what they do. No, you have to execute the game plan. You have to come up with a game plan and tackle it. I'm really hoping that they don't pull a Genshin Impact on this and leave it baby level. I hope they put it in the crank that up all the way to the sweaty level, and the people who can clear it can clear it. The people who can't clear it will just get a little better, or just, I don't know, spend more, I guess. I'm sure everything will be clearable with free-to-play characters, but I really hope that they really spike up that difficulty when it comes to the end game. But it has an incredibly high end game potential, which is something that I really, really like. Okay, moving on. The next thing I like is this equipment system. Not the entirety of the equipment system, but the fact that you can there's 6 universal slots. For example, in Honkai Star Rail, you have the 4 main slots, and then you have the 2 planar sets. Here, you just have 6 slots, so you can do like I have here on Ben, which is a 2-set, 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 or you can do a 4-set, 2-set, and that is really, really good. It gives you a lot more flexibility when it comes to your builds, and it just frankly makes it a little easier. Not a little, it makes it a lot easier for you to build your characters and get good stats with some set bonuses as well. So really, really nice right there. I hope they redesign this, but I hope they keep the same core mechanic of having 6 individual universal slots that you can just mix and match however you want. I really like this. Another thing that I really, really like about this game is the customizable training area. Like, you can come here and then just like go crazy, you know, like you can practice your combos, practice your parries with whatever enemy. You can shut them off. You can swap the enemy to whatever enemy you want that's available. You can make them invulnerable. You can make them not get stunned ever, so you can practice some other stuff. You can crank up your level to the max and challenge yourself that way. You can give yourself unlimited energy. The customization on this, one thing I would really like is you can choose the a quantity of characters. Like, I hope you have like, I want to have like 5 slots that I can spawn 5 different characters, and I can customize them however I want. But this is really, really nice. Like, I didn't expect this to be a thing in the game, and I am so happy that it is, because it like, for you to get the hang of the game, it's invaluable. Like, it really, really helps. Like, if you're having a tough time with a particular boss, like this boss is really intricate. This boss like disappears, comes back, comes forward. And if you're having a difficult time with this boss, you can come here and practice it, you know, get better at it. It's really, really good. It's really, really nice. Another thing I really liked about this game, at least in the beta, is that there is no weapon gacha at all. Like, I don't see it. Maybe they just didn't have it in the beta, and maybe they're not planning on having it in the game. But they don't have it in the beta, and I like that, because in this game, the equivalent for weapons or light cones, or what is it, the weapon in Genshin, is these cores called W engines, and they you can craft them. There's a store that you can go and craft them. This is a really cool one I got, but there's no gacha for it. At least right now, there's no gacha for it. If they end up putting in a gacha, which it wouldn't surprise me if they did, but as of right now, this is something that I really like about the game, that there's no gacha for these W engines, which is really, really nice. All right, and the last thing I really like about this game is the existence of these little guys over here, the Bang Boos. Bang Boos are very reminiscent to your pets at Monster Hunter. If you guys are a Monster Hunter player, you know that you have, if Monster Hunter Rise, you have your dog, or if Monster Hunter World or Iceborne, you have your little cat. These are pretty much what those are. But these guys are a little bit stronger because they give you like buffs. Like, this one gives you ice damage and does ice damage, sets traps, and like just goes ham. Increases your ally stats, and also increases your ally stats. So, and then you can also like modify. You can put like some chip stuff in there, like to make them better. They're really, really nice, and they're actually really, really helpful in battle. They also look cute, and then you can see them in fights like just going ham. You know, it's really cool. Which is something I really, really enjoy, and it brings me back to the times that I was playing Monster Hunter World. All right, guys, that's going to be my assessment on Zenless Zone Zero Closed Beta 2. I'm having a lot of fun playing it despite the negative stuff that I said. I had a blast playing this game and I cannot wait until it comes out so I can provide you guys with the best Zenless Zone Zero content. And that's going to be it for today's video. Until next time, guys. See ya.